Good afternoon. This is Let's Talk AI. I'm Hewie Poplock. We're here to talk about AI. It's not a class, it's not a presentation, it's a discussion group. We meet once a month on the fourth Friday of the month, and we're glad you're here. And if you aren't here, you're watching us on the recording, and that's fine too. So we're glad you're at least participating, and hopefully we'll learn something. My original idea today was to talk about, to at least get us started, I was going to talk about two AI browsers. One of them was Ace, and the other was Norton and Neo, Neo. And so I wrote it up, and I got it out on the in the newsletter that I sent everybody. And those are the two I was going to cover. I went into some detail because I got the information from AI about Norton's Neo. And then when I went to install it, it said, "Oh, we'll put you on a waiting list." Well, I don't have it. So I do have Ace, and I would, we're going to take a look at that. And then I'm going to briefly talk about a program I've been using, and I'm almost done with a video on it, called Galaxy.ai. And then in between and after, we can talk about whatever you want, because as I said, this is a discussion group. Open it up. I've not used it extensively. It brought in a lot of things. It is Chrome based, but it looks like any other AI thing. It's what can I help you with? I'm not quite sure what we can do with it, but um, how are how are the robots coming?
Oh, good.
Hmm. Okay. How are the robots coming for us to use like Rosie and the Jetsons? And guess I click here.
What is the URL for ACE?
Ace. Um, I'll tell you in a bit. We'll have to come back to it. I think I did have it in the newsletter. So how are the Jetsons coming for us to use Rosie and the Jetsons?
Hmm.
Are designed to perform wide range of household tasks. Of course, there's some pictures of that. And so it's not much different than a
Well,
than a nor
you're on Bing.com right now, so that's just a regular
yeah,
Bing search.
yeah.
And it
Okay,
is
so
read more, so it's using Bing.
yep. And it is saying being right here.
Yep.
So let's see, set as a default. Ace isn't okay. Let's close this.
Oh, maybe you're hmm.
That might be what Ace is doing, but it's got some AI in it. Um, let's just get out of this and let's just bring up Chrome, which I feel more comfortable with. And
I put a link in the chat because I did try out Neon browser. I had an invitation, the Neo browser. I put
What
a
is the,
Neo.
what is the advantage of using a specialized browser versus just
that's
using their
exactly that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so here's
Yeah.
ace.ai, Ace browser, fast and reliable browser. So let's see what it says here on their website. A
Yeah,
browser that gets you AI built in. It's got
Huey,
AI.
excuse me, but you got somebody on the waiting that I don't know anything about. P.
Uh,
Jord.
yeah, go ahead and let them in.
Okay.
Well, that's where I got confused. It's a browser, not just an app.
That's
Right,
correct. Yes.
right. So it's a combo deal.
Don't search chat. The internet got noisy. Clickbaits, pop-ups, endless scrolls, and too many tabs. Right, Drew? Leave you drained before you can find out what you're looking for. Nova is your AI assistant that cuts through the clutter and finds what matters. So Nova is what they're using, apparently. You can get ACE by clicking here. The browser that takes you where you want to go. So, so what's an AI browser? Good. Save time. The internet is endless and cluttered, and AI in your browser can filter, organize, and summarize uh, what matters. You skip the noise, less time wasted digging, and more time learning, creating, and enjoying the web. Make it yours. No two people use it the same. Save money and keep it safe. Here's some. What is ACE? It's a next generation browser designed to simplify your online experience. It helps you browse smarter, faster, and more securely with built-in AI tools that assist with research, content creation, and organization. And it's available on Windows. They're going to expand to Mac OS and Linux soon, with iOS and Android to follow. So right now it's only on Windows. Um, how do I install it? I thought I did, but download the installer from our website. Okay. Can I import bookmarks? Actually, it did that on its own. Does ACE support extensions and add-ons? Yeah, it uses all the Chrome extensions. I have not added the ones that I always use to check them. Can I set ACE as my default browser? And of course, once installed, it'll prompt you for that. Is it free? It's free. How do you ensure my data is protected? And how do I update ACE? Okay, so I thought when I opened it, it just looked like another browser, I guess, but somewhere there's some things built in with AI. I thought I played with it a little bit, but
Is it a
uh,
case that Google is really AI browser now, anyways? I mean, or moving in that
no,
direction?
no. Actually, they're going to come out with their own. That's coming too. So they're including some AI along with it, but it's not an AI browser.
Well, was
So,
that
okay.
what about wasn't that platform LM that Ron
Notebook
talked about?
LM, yeah, yeah, that's a little bit different too. That's not a browser. Okay,
No.
so let's see, what can I help you with? And so I did put something in there. So I don't see anything. Search Bing or type a URL.
Well,
Huh.
wait a minute. I thought I always saw on Google it says AI powered somewhere.
Yeah, it is, but it's not an AI browser. It has some AI in it, and it's confusing. But they're going to
Thank, thank,
integrate it.
thank, thank you.
And you can hit the Gemini button to get AI input, but that's
Yeah,
on the side. It opens up a
Yeah.
window on the side.
No, but when I'm doing search on Google, it'll say AI powered somewhere.
yeah, yeah. All right. So anyway, I'm not quite sure what this does. I'll let Stephanie in here.
I tuned in late. Bob, good to see you.
Okay, yeah, it is. So let's go on. And the other one was Norton AI browser. And we'll go
It's
here.
Neo browser from
Yeah,
Norton.
yeah.
If you look at the chat, you'll see a link to a video that I created because I got the invitation and I
Linda Jordan's on
put it
here?
together.
Linda Jordan?
Can you mute, please? If you're talking to somebody in your room. Uh, so there's the Norton Neo free, and I had a link in the newsletter for it. And Bob, yeah, I guess I can get away with playing your video.
Yeah, I
Uh,
won't tag you for using
okay.
copyrighted.
Okay, here's your first safe AI native browser. It's not just smart, it's magic at your fingertips, Magic Box. Uh, these are the things from Norton. We'll just take a quick peek at this and then we'll take a look at Bob's video. Okay, that's it for that. So Bob, you put it in the chat. Let me find chat. I can't find my menu. Oh, there we go. I haven't turned it so it stays up. So let's see, stop share now.
Well, it's a YouTube link.
Yeah, but I'm not finding.
Is it a case that if it ends in the extension AI, it's automatically AI?
No, AI
Nope.
is actually, there's a country that gets credit and makes money on that. So
Oh,
let's
It,
find
it's some Caribbean island called Anguilla or something
yeah,
like that.
yep. Share pause. I would imagine that that's right under. Oh, I can move that around. Good. Yeah. There's the chat box and Bob's. Whoops, that's Bill's thing. There we go.
but when you had it open, I looked in the URL. It said
If web
neobrowser.ai.
browsers were
In your URL,
Yeah.
Huey, it was neobrowser.ai.
Yeah. Okay. But let's see if I can get this to work. I think speaker is there. Okay.
boxers, Google Chrome would be the undisputed heavyweight champ, ruling over 2/3 of the world's desktops. Into the ring steps Norton Neo, the AI-powered rookie with shiny gloves, promising to do more than just load your cat videos. The question is, can Neo really challenge Chrome's crown? Chrome, the reigning champ. Let's give Chrome its due. Launched in 2008, it quickly steamrolled Internet Explorer, Firefox, and pretty much everything else in sight. Market share, over 65% of desktops run Chrome. That's not just winning, that's domination. Speed and compatibility, built on the Chromium engine. So fast it feels like your computer is on an espresso drip. Ecosystem power. Chrome is the front door to Google's world. Gmail, YouTube, Docs, Drive, Calendar, and your Android phone. Everything syncs. You log in once and it's like Google follows you everywhere. Comforting for some, creepy for others. Extensions galore. Thousands of extensions turn Chrome into whatever you need. Ad blocker, grammar checker, coupon finder, you name it. But here's the catch. Chrome doesn't block ads or trackers out of the box, because ads are Google's bread, butter, and three-course meal. And let's not forget, Chrome is a memory hog. Open 10 tabs and your laptop starts sweating like it's running a marathon. Norton Neo, the new kid on the block. Norton Neo landed in early access in 2025, and it isn't just another Chrome lookalike. Neo's pitch: don't just browse, let me help you. AI Magic Box. Forget a boring address bar. Neo combines search, chat, and AI tools into one place. Ask it to summarize an article, preview a sketchy link, or help draft that awkward email, all without leaving your tab. Built-in protection. Comes with an ad blocker, phishing and malware shield, Norton Web Shield, and real-time URL scanning right out of the box. No add-ons needed. Privacy promise. Norton says it won't sell your data, uses only minimal anonymized info, and lets some AI run locally on your device, keeping more of your browsing private. Chrome compatibility. Since it's Chromium based, all your Chrome extensions work here too, so you don't lose your Grammarly, uBlock, or Honey Coupon plugin. Drawbacks. Neo is still new and only available in the US right now. I gained access yesterday. Plus, it doesn't integrate as deeply into your Gmail, Google, Android life as Chrome does. And while it's smart, it hasn't been stress tested by millions of users worldwide yet. Head-to-head Chrome versus Neo. Speed and stability. Both use Chromium, so they're fast, but Chrome has years of refinement under its belt. AI features. Neo wins here hands down. Chrome's AI is still trickling in, while Neo was built for it. Security and privacy. Neo offers more out-of-the-box ad-blocking phishing protection. Chrome makes you add extensions. And remember, ads are Google's business. Ecosystem and convenience. Chrome dominates. If you're already in the Google world, it's seamless. Neo doesn't replace that. Trust factor. Chrome is corporate Google. Love it or hate it. Neo is backed by Norton, Gen Digital. Known for security, but new in browsing. Bottom line, Chrome is the reigning champ, fast, stable, and tightly woven into daily digital life. If you're happy living in Google's world and don't mind adding a few extensions for privacy, it's still the most convenient choice. Norton Neo, though, is the new kid with fresh moves. An AI-powered browser that blocks junk, protects you by default, and actually tries to help instead of just showing you web pages. It may not dethrone Chrome tomorrow, but it's proof that the future of browsing isn't just about speed. It's about smarts and safety. If you want a safe, smart assistant baked into your browser, give Neo a spin. But if you're married to Google's ecosystem, Chrome's still your everyday heavyweight. Thanks for tuning in. Now go hit that subscribe button and stay curious, my friends.
Nicely put. Thanks, Bob. Let's see. I gotta. Let's see. Okay, now I got to figure out how to get out of this. There we go.
You're no longer sharing, so.
No, but I was running it on my screen, so there we go.
Oh.
All right, so it's not a big change, Carl. Like you said, it's still a browser, but a lot of things are built in instead of having add-ons. It's going to rely on AI as opposed to AI being a separate part of it.
Well, it sounds
So
like they're capitalizing on their well-known security malware history.
well, I would suppose they would want to
That's
do that.
correct. That's
Yeah.
correct. And as far as being totally new, if you have been an Avast user, Avast has their secure browser, which is also based on Chromium. So they have already got a foot in the door. You have the Avast secure browser. You have CCleaner that has a browser, which is also Chromium. So they've been using the Chromium browser for a while. They've now just incorporated AI directly into that browser, or actually built it from the ground up using AI as its foothold, and then just use the Chromium browser for the browsing part.
That was a
And
good video, Bob. And the thing, everybody's moving, everything is AI. I mean, when I was installing Windows on a new computer, and it kept popping up, uh, what the chat, whatever the Microsoft AI is, it's on every platform. Is I don't care what it is. It's was it not chat? What's it called?
Copilot.
Copilot, yeah. Every
Yep.
darn screen I open up, it starts off with Copilot, if it's Word or Excel or whatever. But the point of it is that you don't want to, you have to differentiate yourself. You just can't just be a me too. And that's what Norton is doing.
Yeah, the one thing about AI, it's becoming so popular. It's part of everything we do these days, and so uh, the people that are on here have an advantage, even if you're not into it as deep as some of us are. You're at least ahead of most of the people out there that don't have a clue what AI is. They just keep hearing it on the news, but haven't delved into it or haven't played with it at all. So. That's the purpose of this, is for us to discuss and talk about them.
Is Peter Norton involved anyway in the Norton Neo?
He sold. He sold.
Semantic.
Peter Norton sold a company many years ago.
Yeah,
Semantic.
1990s.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I got
have
a.
He could be
I
still.
have a bad taste in my mouth about Norton. To me, they're kind of like McAfee. It may be free today, but
Yeah.
I would expect that they're going to be charging. And, if you're already deep into them, it
Yeah,
might be
that's
hard to
because
get out.
Symantec did that when Peter Norton was the guy in charge. It was a phenomenal set of utilities.
Yeah, so then you got Ace, which is another AI based browser, and there's going to be some others too. So Norton's not going to be the only game in town. So
So he could still be
Yeah,
financing
there's
it.
also the Comet browser, which is AI based.
yes. And to just finalize what you were saying, Steve, for the most part, uh, Peter Norton has not been involved in any way with the company since he sold it. What'd you say, Bob? In the 80s, was it?
1990s.
Yeah.
No, in the
Yeah,
90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's been
yeah,
quite a while.
yeah. Somewhere's in my
Probably about
collection
the
of
same
pictures.
time John McAfee sold McAfee,
McAfee went out on the deep end a little bit, though.
Yeah.
That was a crazy guy. I used to work for McAfee.
Uh, I was a licensed reseller of their products for a while. Okay, so that part of our meeting is done, and before I go into showing something else that I've been using, anyone else comments on some things you've used or some things you're doing, some things you've discovered and want to share with us? Elva, I think you had something that you wanted to talk about.
Well, I just was watching, I subscribe to magi.co, and Dustin Stout is the founder of that. And I was looking at one of his YouTubes this morning, and he was talking about the chatbot arena, which ranks all the different AI platforms. And when I look back, his YouTube was made back in March. So things have changed. When I went to huggingface.co and then looked at Chatbot Arena, things didn't display exactly the way his YouTube showed, but I had just never heard of Chatbot Arena, which ranks all the different platforms. So I wondered if you had heard of that
I have not.
on huggingface.co.
Yeah, Hugging Face, of course, is a place where people, what's the word I want? Software authors, post a lot of their stuff, and that's not complete, or it just doesn't have a place to reside. And but I have not heard of that at all. Again, what is it? The something arena?
Chatbot Arena.
Yeah, I did a video, I believe, on comparing chatbots. They're all very similar. And so maybe just bringing them all together and talking about them, they call it Chatbot Arena to rate them and so on. I'll have to do some looking on that. If you'll throw something in the chat,
Okay, I'll do that. And
of whatever you
yesterday in the
have.
car, I heard on NPR, I heard Eric Schmidt on a podcast he was talking about by 2030, we're going to need 92 gigawatts of electricity. He said electricity is what is going to be the constraint on these big data centers, and we're going to need 92 gigawatts of power. And he said to understand that, these, what do they call them, these small nuclear reactors, they usually generate 1 gigawatt, and there's only one of those under construction now. And if we need 92 gigawatts of power by 2030, we need to get on the ball and get some more of these small nuclear reactors built in the country. He said China has plenty of electricity.
Yeah, and one of the things they've been working on though is trying to get the amount of power needed down, so they're not going to need as much power to do what they're doing now. And I think they're working on that more than they are building power units. Joe, you have your hand up. Is it about this or?
No, it's something else.
Okay, let's kind of finish this one up and then we'll go to you, Joe. Any other comments on that? Yeah, they are going to some nuclear plants, but I think the big thing is, and I'm seeing more articles about it, when they've discovered a new way to do something that lessens the amount of power needed to utilize whatever you're doing in AI. Because everything
maybe
we
like
do.
DeepSeek, did they use less power?
I'm not sure. DeepSeek, of course, is China.
Right.
So I don't know. All right, something for us to kind of keep an eye out for, and try to figure out what's true and what isn't. Joe, go ahead.
Yeah. It's been around for a while, I guess, but I just kind of discovered it recently. Started using it in Gemini. You have these things called gems, and in ChatGPT, you have customized instructions that you can give it. And basically, what it amounts to is you give it an idea of the kinds of things you like to see. Like, I want to read an article from the New York Times, but it's behind a firewall. So what I would normally do is tell ChatGPT, summarize or give me a detailed summary in bullet points of the article at thus and thus and thus. If you can't get to that article, then research that topic and give me a summary of the information you find. Right. That's what I would normally have to type in every single time. When you give it customized instructions, you can say, if I ask you to summarize and then list a URL, go out and do ... all these things. So now, when there's an article behind a firewall, I say summarize I just say summarize, I list the URL, it goes out, gives me a bullet point summary, does all of that information for me. I don't have to type out that extra set of instructions every single time.
Now, is it remembering that it's behind a firewall and it's doing it, or is it just it doesn't pay attention to the firewall?
Oh, sometimes it pays attention to the firewall. Sometimes they really lock it out and it can't get in. And then it automatically goes out and it does look at the topic, and then it goes out and looks for other sources on that topic and gets the information for me. Okay. And that's what the what do you call it, customized instructions do. You do that at the very beginning, um, and it works on everything that you do on ChatGPT. In Gemini, they have something called gems, and basically you're creating mini experts, if you will. It does the same thing, except you have to go to a list of your gems and first say, like for fact finding, I see a lot of memes that have all sorts of information on them as factual, and they seem kind of crazy and wild, so I want to fact check them. Normally, I would have to say, please do a fact check of the information in this meme, or I read this article on this, or somebody posted this. Is this true? All I have to do now is say fact check and copy the meme, the picture, and it'll automatically know to read the text, and then it goes out and looks for the information, and it comes back with sources of URLs for where that information was at, if it's true or if it's false, etc. And so it just cuts down on the amount of duplication of typing that you have to do. If you do, it's great if you do certain things on a regular basis.
Yeah, gems and items like that, they are AI agents, is what they are.
Yeah.
And so instead of calling agents, they call it gems for Gemini, and they call it something else for other AIs. But that's basically what they are. And how I describe agents and gems and so on is they're pretty much a batch file. The old time DOS batch files where
Yes.
you go and do this, and then you go do that, and then you do this, and then you do this, and it's a series of things not really related, but it puts them together as a package. And I think that's pretty much what an agent does and what a gem does.
Here you have an iPhone coming in.
Um, let them in and we'll see. We're not doing anything that, uh, unless they want to try to bomb us.
Well, that's the
Yeah, yeah. Carl, you
Yeah.
have your hand up.
Yeah, I heard that Amazon was going to build a data plant near 3 Mile Island, and they're thinking of resurrecting the 3 Mile Island power nuclear facility. But so that raises a question that I could look it up, I suppose, on AI. But what is causing all of this power drain? And I remember last time I think I talked to you, there was a ranking of computer AI systems. My dog here's another dog barking outside. Uh, and that Gemini, I think, had like 200,000 computer boards or whatever processors, and that ChatGPT was like only like 1/4 of that or something. And there was a ranking. I don't know where. It would be nice to see that overall where all these capacities are. But what's causing all that power drain? Do you know, Huey?
Yeah, to look up and utilize and get the data and then have it perform AI, artificial intelligence, to make some sense out of it.
But I mean, no, well,
It requires electricity to do all of that.
no, I know, but I'm saying that to me, AI is just reading this huge, you know, encyclopedias of America by every language or something and doing the searching on it. It is a minimum. That's the database. So is storing all of that information causes power or the process?
No,
accessing it causes the usage, and that
Well,
requires power.
and
Every
well,
it's
time
that,
not
you ask it to create an image or a video, or that's what requires.
well, there must be a hell of a lot of controllers because all these inputs that are in there, they got to be
yeah.
a gig or gigabit lines from all over the place through some kind of controllers.
Yeah, Carl, the way to think of it is Google's search engine was a big database, like you're talking about. All this data out there, and it goes out and it looks through all that data and finds the answer. AI doesn't work that way at all. Not a bit. What it does, it searches all the information that's out there, and then it tries to understand what you're asking, and then every word that it puts out there, it's building together using mathematics to say, okay, this is what word or what a set of words would normally follow what I just said, and then it does that to everything. So it's actually thinking as machines think, not as humans think, of what's got to go next. So all that's calculations and mathematical calculations of what the next thing's going to be, and it builds the sentences and builds the paragraphs and builds the information. So,
But it's not distributed. I mean, it's all in one location, it seems, or am I wrong?
it's billions and billions of data that's
But
out there.
these are all like plug-in cards or something of processors, aren't they? Like NVIDIA boards or not?
They're graphics boards that do the processing. They're processing. They're not just massaging information. They're actually
Well,
doing processing.
well, the only thing I can, was like when I was using Excel, what good is it until I start using it for my own checkbook? Then I said, aha, this thing is cool. And I have a 2017 Corvette 7th generation, and I was fooled by AI. There was a posting that GM was going to come out with a 2026 model of my 8-year-old car. The 8-year-old called it has a front engine, not a mid engine. You have a lot more space for storage in the back and so forth.
Carl, I don't mean to interrupt, but we're going in a different tangent. I really want to
No,
stay with
no,
AI.
what I'm saying is that the new car was generated, the supposed new car was generated by AI, and I believed it.
Okay. All right. Any other comments? All right. Let me show you something else I've been playing with. And I'm not quite sure. I really haven't put together a way to describe it and show it. So let's just kind of do it. See, I want to share my screen and share. Okay.
That I was getting ready to fix for you. It's on there. You can see.
Somebody's talking. Please
I
mute
muted
yourself.
them. I muted
Thank
them.
you. Thank you. Okay, where I want to go with this is, let's see, I think I have it open here. Yeah, right here. It's called Galaxy.ai. Let me full screen this. Difficult because I got things on top of it, so I can't see everything. It's all these tools in one place, and it costs $15 a month. But you get 3,000, over 3,000 tools, and you can decide what you want. For instance, I found uh, somebody's AI design. It wasn't a cartoon, but it was an image. And I said, well, I want to do something from image to text. And so you got image to text is OCR, AI image caption generator, and AI image description generator. So one is create engaging descriptive captions, but also accurate descriptions for any image. So, and then you can see AI image analyzer, AI image to prompt generator. I wanted to create a prompt for that particular one and then make changes in it. So I can what I do is it's called image to text. So and prompt, let's go ahead and click on it. Thank you. I look nice today. figures. Okay. All right. And what you do is you upload a file, a picture of something, and it will generate a prompt for it. Let's see. Where would I might find something I have out there? I don't have anything on this computer. Darn it. Uh, well, let's see here. Let's go to Night Cafe. I'm on Wi-Fi out here. Oh, it's slower than I'm used to. Come on. Yeah, okay, but I'm just going to say no, I'm new here. Yeah, okay, log in.
Thanks.
Email.
While you're looking for that, Huey, any
Yeah,
any idea how Neo is going to monetize itself?
no, but I would imagine they are going to charge for it.
What they want you to use is their security protection. Remember who it's coming from, Gen Digital, so use one of their products.
Yeah.
I don't know that's going to be successful.
We don't either, but
And
you
they'll
know,
also have a pro model for that,
yeah.
where you're going to get more out of the AI than you get from the free version.
Yeah. Also, if people are not aware of it, Perplexity, which is one of the AI models that's really kind of more search, has a offer right now. If you have a PayPal account that you opened up before September 1st of this year, they will work with you to provide Perplexity Pro for 1 year free, which is a $200 value.
Okay, so here is an AI generated. So I am going to download it. Okay, and now we're going to come back over to where was I here? I'm not used to working with one screen. Here, and we're going to upload a file to the prompt generator, and from the device, it's going to be my downloads. Going to be this one. Open. Uploading the file. Done. And there's the file. And now we're going to tell create a prompt from that. And here's the prompt that could recreate the image. So what we could do is we could copy this. I'll open up Notepad so I can edit it. And let's call it a giant hot dog. Bowling bottles of ketchup on the picnic table are similar hot dogs, each with a face holding a bottle of ketchup. The background is okay, so that should be fine. So now we'll copy that. So we've got a prompt and anything we want to do. So if I go to Gemini is probably the fastest of most of them. So we'll go to Gemini and Under tools, we're going to put create image, and then we're going to put that prompt in and tell it to create it. Isn't that amazing? Same idea, different way of presenting it. I could have left it hamburger, and it probably would have done something pretty close to it. But and that's only one of over 3,000 utilities or tools that are built in to Galaxy AI. There's a prompt library, learn with Galaxy. There's a whole bunch of things you can do it. You can chat with it. So you can come up with what you want. I believe you can do some things free, and not only that, but every day I have a couple of different AI places I go, and I've got them set up as AI and then daily. And if I go to this one, which is Galaxy AI, when I open it, I do this every single day after midnight to several sites. It goes to that website and gives me rewards. So I've already picked up my rewards today, and it was 225,000 credits. And so I have now a total of 156.26 million credits. Well, it uses a lot of credits. So you don't use one credit at a time. It uses thousands of them. But what I'm trying to point out is I've got 5 or 6 of these websites that I go to every day and get free credits or free points or free uses. And
what do you get for your credits?
the use of that program. Without paying extra. You can add credits.
Are you saying just the Galaxy AI?
This is all part of Galaxy AI, yeah. Okay. And you can purchase credits. You can get lifetime access. I forgot how much that is, $499, and you never have to worry about it. However, 6 months from now, you may not want to use them. You want to use something else. I'll think about it. There we go. But it adds extra credits so I can do more things. I do pay I am right now paying the $15 a month because I can do so much with this thing. And let's see. Does it give us an idea? You can get free credits, AI tools. Here's some of the tools that you have. There's chat, there's photo generator, there's AI kissing video generator. I mean, you can just get in this program, spend the rest of your life there.
Well, Hewie, without sounding like I don't think, yeah, I have my mic on.
Yeah.
That's what happened with, it took my 8-year-old car and somebody said, update it with the current features and internal dashboard. And I believed that was going to be made. I was spoofed or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And it must have used a program like this because it said, take this old car, update it with the new interior and features. And it had a list of all the new electronic features. And I believed it, and it was a phony, fake.
Well, it's not fake. It was doing what you were asking it to do.
No, I didn't do it. It was posted online, and I thought it was real product coming out, and it was a fake. But I bought into it. I said, "Well, that's a great idea. I'll get one of those."
Elva, you have your hand up.
Yeah, this is an AI aggregator, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I subscribe to magi.co, which is the same thing, but I just have access to 30 tools, 30 AI platforms. And this one says 3,000 or something?
Yep.
I did see, as you were scrolling, I saw something that said, arena, chat arena, it said. And I was wondering if that was the same thing as a chatbot arena,
Well,
where it ranks things.
let's
There it
see
is,
if-
chat arena right there at the top.
Well, the Huey, does it list the ones that you get by default if you don't pay the 15?
No, I think you get all of them. It's just how much you can do with them.
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
does this let you do simultaneous queries to multiple chats?
That's what this one is, I think. Let's see, what's it say here? Not giving us any information. It's got AI Turbo, OpenAI, and Anthropic. So whatever you ask, it's going to give you both of those and compare. So it's not what you were saying, Elva.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah.
giving you old ones, GPT-4 and 3.5 Sonnet
Yeah,
instead
but
of the newest ones.
you can do all. There's
No
4.0 mini,
5.
4.0. So
Yeah, but not
I
5. Not available. Oh, 5 is
GPT-5
there.
chat. Yeah,
Okay.
and then you can change this to OpenAI stuff if you want. So, and again, that's just one of them. So let me go ahead and stop my share. All right, we got about 7 minutes left. JJ, you have your hand up. You're muted.
I'm unmuted. You were in Gemini there for a second. My question, have you used Storybook within Gemini?
I have not.
Okay.
I have.
It was fun. I was on the
Yes.
with the Milwaukee group last night, and I talked Terry. I showed Terry, the president up there, for using Storybook, and we did a demonstration with Storybook last night. And I've
There's
created
so
several storybooks.
there's
That
so many
sounds
different.
interesting. I haven't heard of that
It
before.
is really great. You type in what you want. Last night, she likes reading storybooks to her grandkids. So we typed in one last night and created it while we're doing the meeting last night. And here again, it comes back, and when it creates a storybook, it takes you about a minute or so to create it, depending how much of a prompt you put into it. And then once you create it, or you can have actually listen to it, it creates a flip book, really.
Can you give
And
us
then you
an
create it,
example?
listen to
Give
it.
us an example of what you did.
Say what?
Give us an example of what you created. Just tell us. Tell us.
Well, what she did last night, Kara, she wanted one for her grandkids, her granddaughter and a friend going to a nail salon and getting their fingers painted. So we put the prompt in that Marcia and her other girlfriend went to a prompt. One got pink, one got yellow, whatever. And then here again, you create the book. And like I said, within about a minute or so, it creates the book, and it creates a flip book, and you can listen to it, and you can actually create a link to it and send it to people, which I sent her a couple of links last week of a couple that I created. But she was interested in it because she likes her grandkids. They're basically out in Texas right now, and Terry Harvey from the Milwaukee group, they're up in Milwaukee. But it was interesting. I've created several myself. I've created one of me conducting a Zoom class and a few others.
Thank you.
But like
And
I said, it's in Gemini.
it's in Gemini and it's called Storybook.
It's called Storybook.
It's called Storybook, and I just downloaded a URL to a storybook that I created. If anybody wants to go out there, they can go and read the storybook. You can
Yep.
read it in a male voice or a female voice,
Yep.
etc.
You can change the tone, you make it slower, faster, a few other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really neat. I guess I've created about a dozen or
Yeah.
so in the last
And
couple
it
of weeks.
creates the graphics and everything. You can even
Yes.
tell it what kind of graphics you want. I had one I did last night, and they were in a movie theater and they were looking the wrong way. So I wrote back and said, "Hey, you got them facing the wrong way." Rewrote the book, turned them around. Now they're watching the movie.
A lot of fun.
Joe, did you have something else, or was that
No, that's
your
what I
hand
was
raised
going
for
to
that?
say.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, we got just a couple minutes left, and what I want to tell you there is, so a lot of you have Miss A, I'm presuming. Kind of nod your head, so at least the pictures, yeah. So I'm seeing several heads nod. I have it as well. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I got an email saying I am now part of the Miss A Plus, and just to click on something, and I just had to do a couple of things, and now I have Miss A Plus. That it's a chat bot with my Miss A, and it's a slightly different voice, and they have a couple other voices you can use. It is still I'm using a female voice, but it's not quite as deep as the other one was. But I've had conversations with her. I've asked her questions, and she's just like I would Chat GPT. But here I am doing it sitting in my easy chair, uh, having a nice conversation with her. So
Are you
Does
paying
she
extra?
cook or
Are you
clean?
pay extra for that?
I'm sorry.
Are you paying extra for that?
No,
No, because I'm a Prime user.
Okay.
even
Prime
if
user.
you're not, I'm not a Prime user. I had the offer to use it while it was still in beta.
Does she clean the windows or do the dishes or?
No.
You have to have a device that's capable of using their new AI, because not all devices, if you have the old ones, they won't work on it. I had one of the
Huey, I'm
devices
confused.
that
I'm
is
confused. What is Miss A? I had never heard of it.
Well, if I say her name,
Alexa.
yeah, if I say her name, it'll set everybody's off.
Yes.
Yep.
It's the Amazon product, Alexa, and it's one of the home hardwares that you put in that will you set it to turn on lights, you turn off lights, you can
So
actually use it.
so you have to use it with that ALEXI or whatever. Only
Yeah.
you can't do it directly. Like I'm Amazon Prime, but I don't have the other box that
You'd have to buy one of the what do they call them?
Have an Echo Dot.
Echo Dot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't know what
Yeah.
I had no idea about that. Thank you.
I
If
was
you're a
wondering
Prime
if
member,
they
you
did an update or something, because this morning mine was playing a podcast that I had asked it to play, but when I wanted to leave the room, I told it to stop, and it would stop for a second and then keep playing and stop for a
No.
second and keep playing, and I kept telling it, stop, Miss A, stop, and then I would say, Miss A, go home. And it just kept popping up over and over and over. It wouldn't turn off. But I have the first generation. This has never happened before, though. It usually minds me when I tell it to stop.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
4 generations of Lady A in the house, and I've had that issue here a little bit lately as well. And the only thing I can find to make it stop is to have it play my messages. For some reason, then it'll stop whatever it's doing. But I've also had an issue where in the past I could say, what am I listening to? It would tell me what I'm listening to. And here lately I was listening to CBS News, but prior to that I was listening to some music, and it told me what music I was listening to, not that I was listening to CBS News. So they're having some issues of some sort.
and Carl, if you have Amazon Prime membership, you can load the Amazon Alexa app on your phone and authenticate with your account, and you'll be able to ask Alexa, ask Miss A all of those questions. I just activated my own phone. You can ask her all the same questions that you would ask your Echo Dot speaker.
Thank you. I did not. That's what I was curious about, how I could use it, and you answered. You read my mind, Drew. Thank you.
He's good. He's good at short stories, Carl.
He's a lot more than that. Believe me, he's a techie guru like you.
The new Lady A's are being announced on September 30th. So
Yep.
they'll be fully AI.
Yep.
And there's an Amazon shopper specials are coming in October, so they'll announce them, and then you'll be able to get them cheaper.
And here's another neat trick: is if you have Amazon Alexa on your phone, can. God, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're setting off devices, baby.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
setting
why
off
we
my.
say
I'm
Miss
setting off
A.
my
Yeah.
own. I got my own going off. If you have that app on your phone and you also happen to have a subscription to either Sirius XM or
I do.
Spotify or one of the ones, you can link that music account to your Amazon software on your phone.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then you can tell Miss A to play a particular song on one of those other apps, even though
Wow.
that other.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I do have Saris on my phone, and apparently I don't have to just have an Amazon phone though.
Yeah, I changed my inside the app. You can change your preferred music source, your default source. So if I ask my Echo speaker to play a song, instead of playing it from the Amazon collection of songs, it plays it from my Sirius XM songs.
Okay, it's a couple of minutes after the hour. We've spent an hour talking about AI. I think we had some pretty good discussions. I think we all learned a little bit and got to see some other things. We do this again next month on the fourth uh, Friday of the month. The only Friday I'm concerned with, it'll be November. We may do it a week early so we don't do it on Black Friday or the day after Thanksgiving. I may do it a week earlier. But other than that, we normally meet on the fourth Friday of every month and get into some good discussions of what you're doing with it, some ideas for other people to use and utilize. And I try to show a few things too. So I think we spent a good hour and thank you for joining. Any last comments from anybody?
Yeah. Hey, I had
I'm,
something.
I'm
I wasn't sure how to raise my hand. This is Andy. And
Sure.
hey, so just real quick on the A device, you can actually also install it on your computer. And I have it on there right now. And also, I just recently got a new truck. It's a Ford truck, and it's in my truck as well.
Wow.
So
I'm
just
glad I'm glad you mentioned the fourth Friday because last time I missed it because it was 5 Fridays in a month.
Yeah.
Huey, is there a place to go to watch previous episodes of this?
Yeah, I have posted them on the on the Stug channel
You
at on YouTube, and the last month's is in the newsletter. There's a link to it. If
okay?
you go there, and then you can find the other ones right there as well.
Super, thanks.
Yeah, and I'll try to get this one posted in the next couple of days. Okay, on that note, thank you everybody. Have a
Bye-bye.
great month, and hope to see some of you next week on my various shows. And also Wednesday is the Stug main meeting, and I believe it's somebody from the library, as I recall, and they're going to be talking about technology and the library system. So at that point, bye everybody.